had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Commanders very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the league. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Last play got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Of course he went to corner route.
Keep his feet in bounds. Great job, both feet in, first down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Play action. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not sure if he's looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. They ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 6-0 our score after 1.
Waste of time. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready, set.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he makes a catch off the tip by the safety. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
It sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They go play action with Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Wilson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's out wide here for Robinson. Runs over it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. And a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Ready.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Trenton Gill now. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. He'll take it at the 42. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains.
38. Hey, man. Slide 2.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 4. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That was the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Here's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Robinson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out now, 52.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. Bulldozes past him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Now the extra point. And it's It's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
Makes the score. Commanders 13, Broncos 6.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw there into the hands of Ross. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And there he goes left side. The 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Robinson on a give right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 121 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On third down, Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, if you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go play action now. Wilson. The Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Finds Dulcich out left side. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good. For Broncos. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Here's Wilson. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
They're giving a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. So a victory here for the Commanders, and they